What's going on, guys? It's Ed here from JM Honda Miami, and today we are going to be taking a closer look at the CBR500R, the new 2022, versus a CBR300R. You might be considering purchasing one of these motorcycles in the near future, and this video is to let you know about some of the differences that come with owning both of these motorcycles at this current time. So both of these bikes have been around for quite a while. They have a lot of history, and actually a lot of people, a lot of people enjoy these bikes. Whether you own a 300 or a 500, it's all up to you, the rider, the owner, to really understand what you're going to be using the motorcycle for. Are you going to be using it for daily commuting? Are you going to be using it for group rides, which a lot of people do? Or are you just trying to build credit, have fun, and do it in style? Well, if you're looking to just start building credit, if you have very little credit experience, you're a first-time buyer, you're somebody who is a new entry-level motorcycle rider, your best option would be the 300. Very easy entry-level motorcycle, priced at MSRP under $5,000. You're going to be very easily approved on a motorcycle like this with very little money down and a very low monthly payment. A very, very low monthly payment on one of these motorcycles. Great bike to learn how to ride. Very good bike if you're just going to be riding and commuting. You have the opportunity, you have the choice of putting a passenger on the back, which I think is really cool. And check this out. On the 300, this actually comes in black, which I like. Now, on the 500, MSRP is a little below $7,000. That again, MSRP is below $7,000. That does not mean out the door pricing. So your out the door price varies on the dealership and the state that you live in with the taxes, registration, title, any freight and assembly cost. But check it out. On your 500R, you are going to be at under $7,000 MSRP. Again, that is not out the door. Something very cool about the 500. Sorry for that zoom in, unnecessary zoom. You do have a digital cluster versus the 300's basic analog, but it's very cool because you see your RPMs, which is going to help you learn how to ride and how to shift. Check it out. I did notice on the 300, this was black. On the 500, it's actually much slimmer, but it's made out of the same material. The passenger seats are about the same size. Actually, it's a little bit thicker on the 300 than on the 500. So if you are expecting $100 monthly payments on this bike, that is unrealistic. You would be more close to this at a $100 price range a month. I'm not saying exact, I'm saying close to $100 versus approximately close to almost $200 a month, give or take, more or less. All right. The riding position, you are going to be very, very close and very similar in riding position and, of course, seat height. In the weight category, you are going to be at about 30 or 40 pound weight difference. Something very cool about the 500. The 300 has halogen lights, so you see these big bright yellow lights versus these nice LED lights that come on the 500. You have LED turning signals versus halogen turning signals. Another really cool safety feature on the 500, you have dual front disc brakes, which make for an easier stopping ability and performance, as you can see there. So if you're going to be doing a longer commute, I do recommend the CBR500 versus the 300. But if you're just getting started, consider the 300 because it's a great starting ground, entry level, and you can work your way up. Again, the performance. If you're expecting to do over 100 miles an hour, don't even look at the 300. You don't need to go 100. You don't even need to go 80 miles an hour. This is a bike to ride in the city from 0 to 40, 0 to 60 miles an hour, tops. You do not need to go over 60 miles an hour. If you're going to be going on the highway, your 500, after breaking it in, it's going to do comfortably 60 to 80 miles an hour. Again, 60 to 80 miles an hour. There is no reason for you to go over 100 miles an hour on any motorcycle in this category, 500 or 300 cc's. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've made up your mind and you've considered going to your nearest dealership and checking out these beautiful new 2022 Honda CBRs, both the 300 and the 500. If you have any questions, feel free to call me, Ed from JM Honda Miami, or anybody at your local dealership. I recommend always, when you're purchasing a motorcycle, considering purchasing, sit on the motorcycle for a while, get a good feeling for how it feels. See if you really like it, and take your time. Of course, take your time and make up your mind. One last thing, check it out. This is on the 500. You have inverted forks. So actually your wheel is gonna go up and down with this suspension, versus here, you have the forks are up. So actually the top is gonna go up and down. All right, guys, thank you for watching. This is Ed from JM. Hope you have a great day.